Ugh. Okay. Esports is continuing. I do kind of wish like it would alternate who speaks, but it's always in this case Purple Carcano because she's the front one. But oh well. There was a suggestion at some point they're gonna have like unique dialogue for certain pairs of titles, or at least they were hoping to do that at some point. This was a suggested pair, so I was having to go to see if that actually happened yet or not, but it hasn't happened yet. Here we go. Oh yeah, I did the rest of my like token grinding last night using the EX map for one. It's I think it's the suggested one. It was one I saw suggested. There's like a quick route where you only have to fight like one thing to beat it. And I might as well just show that now actually before we get into the thick of it. I also used it for today's. I did try like the other way, but the other way involves like a really long roundabout path where you have to fucking like fight your way down through the map, get like lure AK-47, who's a roaming death boss. You have to like make her run into multiple high-powered enemy units so that like she gets worn down, so you have better odds and shit like that. And like I appreciate the level of tactics and everything going into it, but also it's incredibly long and awkward, and you need a fuck ton of grenades and other shit to make it all viable. Speaking of which, this is also a really good map just for getting items, as you may notice by the fact that I have fucking 95 grenades now. 41 flash and only 20 turrets, because turrets are a bit harder to come by, but let's just demonstrate while we're here. It seems just sits there and does nothing because the other enemy down below us never moves. Why did you do that? What the fuck? Hang on a sec. Oh, iPad, I have you locked in. I had you locked in. I don't know. Right, it's locked in now. I unlocked it earlier because I had it turned upside down so it could like more easily comfortably charge while I was reading stuff in bed. Well, yeah, it's in bed because this is where I do everything from, because no desk chair. No desk. Really. Yes, where was I? So you step here, map opens out. This game is a wee bit, it's a wee bit glitchy still. The first time I came out here, I was like looking at the GFL corner guide because it was like, here's the this is a fast map for grinding your shit, and this path here down to here, like the arrows pointing down, just didn't appear. They just went there on my first run of this, so I thought the guide was like just fucked. It wasn't until I ran it back a second time until came here, saw they were suddenly there, and I was like, what changed? I don't know. I legitimately do not know. Maybe it just glitched and they weren't there. Actually, something I should check. It all look fine. I'll check it. That all looks fine. I'll check it when I get back in. There was another update today to fix a. This is where we do tactic. So a turret there. We're gonna get like fucking 3 or 4 back or something like that. Grenades are now at 99 plus. It does keep count obviously, because there's a hidden achievement for getting 404 grenades. What I actually want to do is wait another turn. Hello, hammer. Guns, pop. This is No, not really much drama this time, honestly. Kind of wacky interpersonal drama, I suppose. This is EX map 1, so... Oh yeah, I also find another thing. When you have 20 or more grenades, you can just throw 20 at a time blow it to bits. So, on hard mode, each grenade does 5% of an enemy group's max HP. 20 times 5% equals... I haven't chucked all of them yet to do that, but at some point we might just. I also like that the cancel option is not worth it. Anyway. Make it 3, why not? I'm gonna throw a star. Order Strike Fire is active, get amongst it. There's like flamethrower guys who run forward, kind of like the the laser guys, the rotos. For part, I didn't see all those getting chucked in time. Oh well, it's fine. This is the only fight we're having on this map. EX really does kick up like the enemy meat. Exactly, W plus 1 M1 pyros. Exactly. Yeah, like EX does actually require making use of like the event equipment to like really nerf enemies down because they are remarkably beefy. They come in actually massive numbers, and they hurt, as shown. Not too bad though if you're actually using the event stuff, which involves getting the event stuff. But honestly, like if you run this right, you can get like 10 grenades every time. We're gonna be cheeky and we're gonna like duck into this wee side area to get some extra turrets. Sorry, thought I was gonna burp there, but I didn't. Pardon me. Yeah, when I tried doing the map the other way, you know, like going down, running past AK-47 and all that, I actually just ran out of time straight up. Because it asks for a lot. 3. We're gonna get like another 2 for just beating the mission as well. So it's, given we used 1, that's like a net gain of 4. Yeah, so the new Steam Game Festival's up and I have to look through it still, but I'm going to, because I quite like that idea. The whole just like, here's a pile of demos. I still have like a bunch of stuff from last time, like on my you know, like, be aware list for when they actually release. I actually didn't know what was happening until I saw fucking P-Cube advertising the Galagon demo. What demo are you playing, ever? I might do the thing again. I need to still like finish my Game of the Year post. If only because it's half done as it is. Loop Hero. Oh. What's that about then? It's rather interesting. Is it like a... is it loop in like the time loop sense or loop in the skateboard sense? I'll say skateboard, but yeah. Extreme sports sense. Roguelike RPG where the hero isn't controlled manually. You kill shit to get equipment. Okay. Isn't controlled manually, so like you just input a bunch of things to do and then just watch it happen, or stun grenades and then you end turn on this spot and that just ends the map. You also get cards you use to build the world itself. Yeah. One sec. That sounds neat, yeah. Shifting the focus forward to that is actually kind of fascinating. Alright. But for story progress, we're gonna kick back down to normal. Okay, also they fixed that. I can like click out of it. Excellent. Just wanted to check. I'm pretty sure they have fixed it, but yeah, okay. When they put in the update to fix whatever, we need to go fix that too. To fix, there's like a display issue with one of the new Collab dolls skills. I think it was 4 and 6s. And then also, it just somehow fucked up all the font and like text arrangement on, at least on iOS. Don't know how, but they quickly patched it and also seemed to fix a few other things while they're at it. It's called Loop Hero because the entire thing happens around a looping path and you put stuff around it. Ah. Nifty. I would fix that too. Alright, we'll watch this first and then fix them. Actually, I can just fix them from here actually. Use quick repair. Yep. Name a vector. The other 416 vector. Also, tactically, it would make sense. Depending on how things go. The Steam Festival usually lasts like a few days, and actually, if they put up the stuff now, they probably have the times up. Fucking steady on, Steam. Yep, to February 9th. That's actually longer than I expected. The other ones seemed kind of short. I think they were shorter, so that's actually quite good. I'll do... Yeah, I'm thinking like, cause I'm debating if I want to do like the roundup demo post thing, because I quite enjoy that just from an exercise thing for myself. And I'm debating like I could like do the writing again, or I could just stream a bunch of demos, I suppose. I do have, you know, like the power of like perfectly clean PC streaming now, so. I can tell you, Hammer, like legitimately, the Galgun games are actually pretty good rail shooters. Like in their own right, they are legitimately fine rail shooters. Occasionally annoying mini games because, oh pardon me, as is the case of a lot of the devs who make like, you know, lower scale games like titty games and stuff. They they're kind of like, okay, the idea is if we let you do like skinship or like, oh, do something lewd, that will enhance the experience, but usually in gameplay terms, like Criminal Girls, for instance, is like just rub the fucking screen a whole lot, or like rub the front and back of the Vita a whole lot for like fucking ever. And it's like, I get nothing out of this, it's aggravating. Like, you could have just made something like this a cutscene, and it would have been more effective, actually. But it's actually a little, like, you know, on-reel shooters, they're actually pretty good. Or at least, Double Piece was. Yeah, Skeletor had this, I figured, because that's, Idea Factory in it. That little, just, like, tier group of devs just do a lot of the same things. You can skip them after the first time, yay. Criminal Girls you couldn't, and that's like actually legitimately my only real problem with that game is that like you need to do them to like buff your team members' skills, and it's just kind of like, you know, these aren't fun, they're stupidly long, they don't make me horny. It's just kind of it's probably easier on PC because fucking using like not only like the Vita's like fucking touchscreen, but also the Vita's fucking back touchscreen at the same time. Like, just you couldn't use like the controls; it had to be touch, and it's like, you know, the screen is not like warm and soft or anything. I don't get anything out of this. NASA had to do like a light censoring, or I don't think they had to, technically speaking. They just did very light censoring the release it on Vita over here because, you know, I think they took out like the voices for the thing, and it's kind of like, even if it had the voices, it wouldn't have made a difference. It's still just rubbing this like awkward, harsh device. Like, you know, fucking some mutant probably enjoys that. I would probably enjoy it if I didn't have to fucking actually interact with the shit to do it. That's kind of the thing with being like Senran and Kagura. It's like, legitimately enjoy those games. You know, it's like they are junk food games, or they are very simple, basic stuff. They're nothing fancy. But there's like fun writing, you know, fun characters, and you know, like I like the aesthetic and all. And then it's like, you know, here's like the fucking dress up room. You can like fucking poke them and shit, and it's kind of like, I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me. Like, I don't mind the games being like horny or titty games or whatever. That's perfectly fine. It's just like, if you want to make like interactive stuff, like, please consider how you're actually making it interactive, so it isn't just actually annoying instead. But on that front, you know, like Galagon is just the loop back. That's fine games. I guess that's one I could try. It was the PC demo. Although if I was gonna get it, I'd probably get it on Switch. They're literally the only system that will take it. Microsoft pulled a Sony and were like letting it on until they saw what it was, and they were like, kind of like, oh no, we actually can't do that. Get rid of it, and banned it from the Xbox release. Nintendo, just being Nintendo, don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, whatever. It was like another one for the pile. Get in. Which, you know, for all my complaints about Nintendo, especially lately, I will at least respect their significantly more hands-off process for that, where they're just kind of like they are just kind of like, you know, it is such a turnaround. Is Nintendo the ones who don't give a shit about the content of your games anymore? Whereas like they had the reputation for years from the 90s for being big censor, like child-friendly censor hounds. You couldn't have Christ, you couldn't have blood, and you couldn't have swearing or bad things in video game. Even like actually, yeah, recently, like there was a few games during like the Wii U and 3DS years where it was kind of, oh, we gotta censor like the looter aspects of this. Like Tokyo Mirage Sessions on, like, no, we can't have that for a Christian audience, and now it's just like, yeah, whatever, fucking just have it, do it. It's weird. I almost had respect for Microsoft for just actually just also being like, yeah, fuck it, go for it. But, then they didn't. I suppose, to be fair, like, Nintendo don't care if you personally release titty games on their system. Like, they don't seem to give a shit. You're allowed to do whatever. It's just that if they have a hand in it, they won't. But if they don't have a hand in it, they're like, you know, whatever, do what you want. 416 would have fucking got amongst it. She would have like killed them and looted their bodies and went murdering. I mean, you can trust her to keep an eye on it. She's just gonna watch you suffer. They scored the explosives from the cats. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll stream some of the demos. Maybe I'll just, you know, do what I did, play them myself, and do a write-up. Probably more of that, because I kind of really like doing that. I need to decide what I want to do. VOV. Part of me writing posts and all that, cause I'm kind of like, do I want to write review shit? Alright, longer form critique shit, etc., etc. Pardon me. Here's a heads up, the enemies are no longer a piece of cake. SHD agents. Oh yeah, Strategic Homeland Division, which I think is the player faction in Division, from what I gather. We are the disease. I'd prefer to call them disagreements. Just notice that her wristwatch is also red, actually. Someone introducing the game's plot. Vivi is hidden by the plot. Oh, here we go. Do you see that symbol over here? Behold, multi-layer maps. We have an up map and a down map. We have a ground floor and a top floor. This is another thing that's later introduced in polarized lights, but we're getting it first here. Like, things will sauce up as Girls Frontline goes on. That being said, what can we actually do here? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, repair. Alright. Yep, to defeat Fang 416. You. Okay. I guess the question is How did we get there? Oh, it's a teleporter. I'm just banking it all on Vector. And so what if she is? She's not dressed the way I expected her to look. I think K5 does actually know 416. Vector does seem to know 416 as well. That would be Team 414, or 404 rather. Alright. For giggles. Completely unnecessary given their power level, but, you know, doesn't hurt. The real question is, where on earth do we go to get down there? Okay, no, it's probably just the guy up there. It has to be, it's gonna be one of the heliports, obviously, but... There's no resupply points up here, so we'll have to pick our fights carefully. This does not seem to be a teleporter. Probably should have knocked out that guy standing across him. Those keep warping down there, which is a mild nuisance. Nothing else for it. Yeah, I think I can always spare a grenade because I have just so fucking many of them. It doesn't matter, but you know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up another set here. He stole our radar. That fucker. Turrets. Well, we only have two, unless it's actually going to be that one in the top right corner, which isn't a heliport, but actually, it's not a heliport either. Maybe it's that top one then? Bullying. Oh, have it your way then. If it was being cheeky, I'd have thrown a turret there so he'd walk into it and like just die outright like instantly, but given he's up here and this is like a blank spot in the corner, I'm pretty sure this is it. Especially now that he got some meat to him. Mew. Get amongst it. 416 versus 416. Bonk. He was like throwing up like, you know, turrets and like special grenades and shit, which is pretty nice. But I guess that fight will be a lot more meaningful on EX. This is probably just a full tilt bastard. Now that's luck. Sound of grinding. Flashbang. Pump. It turns around back on them. Good job, Ump 9. What happened? She just kind of vanished. Silver and lime green eyes. they ran into. Philosopher Fairy. I haven't played this game before, but I have seen it streamed. Ergo, I can tell you how to professionally play The Division. Maybe it does not stream The Division to an audience of 15,000 players every several days. It really is just esports. Yeah, it's supposed to be Kalina's line at the end, not K5's. Dark Zone. Oh boy. Alright. We'll get to that in a sec. So what are you up to, Springfield? Oh yeah, killing bosses. Springfield, no. Someone's very clearly going to shoot at it if you go near it. Or not, I guess. Somehow she's still alive. I'm surprised. Just shoot her. I mean, she seems to be a bit more sober at least. Oops. She's going to get caught. That is true. she's looped around back to super silver. That's right, she wanted to set out as a big wall of explosives that drop on Vector. Just watching him lift a Molotov. Not even 95 will stop me. Yeah, sick of it. Might as well screenshot my explosive death. Rip. That's one way to go out. I genuinely thought they would have made it to the end. Mutually assured destruction. A lesson, an object lesson in. Alright, I'm 45, what are you up to? Usually when she says something like that, you should immediately start suspecting her. Still want to know what exactly happened to R83. Did she just fucking stumble into, like, clip through a wall or something? Or did she just fall over out of the way? Mm. Oh. There's still Vector question mark even though it knows she's Hellfire now. Thanks, I'm 45. Backstab your own team and lag it. Pro as hell. This skips anyway. Oh, that's funny. She's so used to things exploding and nice. She's like, oh, I don't have to worry about anything blowing up. High stats, not actual skill. We're finally gonna see what this is. Rat strats. Blowing everyone down. Oh, damage spread. You just pull the trigger. There we go. One person who actually does it. That's why 416 is best girl. Oh well, that's just a bit profane. I still haven't explained what that is that she did. This was just, it was literally just like falling over and kicking up a load of dust or something. Which means this one is... Oh. Alright. Defeat one or the other. Okay. Oh, it's minigame time, is it? Oh fuck, it's minigame time. Alright. Shoot, dash, and throw. Aim, shoot, and throw. Whoa. Joe Farrow. Oh. Oh, that's a dash. That's what. Okay. Nifty. What do you know? They actually did put a little shooter in there. Hey, Rag. That's nifty. that's nifty. It's kind of like the bullet hell one from Shattered Connection, with like cover mechanics. And I think it actually controls a bit better, honestly. That was fun. That's just that we know there. Alright. Did I do this? I did do that. Didn't do this. Let's go get that. Honestly, probably nothing to fuss about, so. I do like this idea because like these little maps are just dedicated to like go here, fight enemies for like limited dog drops and medals and shit. And if they're this simple in like polarized lights and other events, that just actually makes my life so much easier. Because instead of having to like, rely on people working out or work out my own, I have to get on my own like grinding route to get as many like opportunities to get them as possible. It is just go into the grind map, run through everything, and off you go. Beep. I wouldn't actually mind if they somehow, like going forward, kind of adapt like the item mechanic from this, like the grenades and turrets and shit, into GFL proper. I'm not sure how they do that without, you know, basically tacitly admitting they did it based off of the Division, but, you know, it'd be nifty if they brought that forward as a general mechanic. That was the one we did, that's the EX difficulty one, so... Say the magic word. It's not a matter of ego. I don't care about winning, I just don't want to fucking lose. Which is to say, I'm going to kill the shit out of you. Like, she didn't waste any time tearing through the zone for the medicine. Don't go into the glowing green zones. Damn Ubisoft, getting fucking owned. Would be the Russian embassy too. Just something something, you're the fake 416 around here. Blood for blood. Okay, well, what's the sauce here then? Occupy node, defeat vector. Ooh. You know what we're gonna do? Get fucked. Is that that's a bit. I hope I didn't just fuck myself by doing that. Because if I did, that's... hang on, let me a sec. Alright. That's rich, considering that there's an entire event basically dedicated to you working with someone, with a lot of someones from Griffin. Okay, well, it has not counted Vector as being defeated. So that's good. Oh. Red ring on the upper right or lower right? Be gone. And granted, we probably couldn't just keep doing that if you kept this sort of thing as a mechanic, because that would simplify some things too much, but at the same time, that is so fucking satisfying. Just delete button. Alright, then you get. Do we now? Of course, on 45 is cottoned on. Although she hasn't cottoned on to the mere NPC thing. We're doomed. He's been sneaking shit this entire time. Here's the drama, yeah. We're finally reaching it. UMP 45. She's done the dirty hacking and found Demo's IP address. Getting a bit too lackadaisical. That is the thing. 45 herself, for as, you know, special as she is, isn't actually a high-spec doll, which is kind of the tragedy of it. That's also partly why she's like half of a wreck right now. The fact they wasted no fucking time. And also, 45 just kind of accepts. It's like, oh, you better win them. With the other one. Demon is slowly going, killing her friend and stealing her objective is the same thing. Emo name. I expected someone to actually bust out emo. Fucking Nye of all times. Meet the doppelgangers. Ding. Skirmishes. The game is having a moment. It's not no longer letting me click out, so I guess it's goofed up. Yep. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this is a new one. This is them seeing Vector. She's an AK-47 still in the game. And this is... yeah, that's the one we did see. So then there's this one. It's a bit more sentimental than Hellfire. It would have been a bit tragic if the Division 1 had already been taken offline at this point. I suppose in that sense, this story will eventually become especially poignant in that regard. Serving skirmishes, so... AK-47, what are you up to? She's been here the whole time. I mean, hey, at least she has the biggest kill count of anyone among the players. Anyone can claim that. Hey, party time. The Fairy Queen? Yeepaw. Just drunken rampage through the streets by herself with 5 people's worth of gear and resources. Mineral waters, soda, bullets, Lord of War. fucking demolish it and get amongst it. You stepped on a bomb. Just miracle of red label. Good job, AK-47. Thank you, weird stranger. Bless her for trying. Hey. Does it just kill everyone? Oh. Don't even come out here. Well, I got one of 416's special equipments. I can't get any more items out of clearing. Can't get any more grenades or anything out of clearing. Or just cut me off for like map rewards completely. No, because I have gotten so much shit today because I did all my token grinding at the start of the day. Well, not start of the day, at lunchtime actually, but you know what I mean. Alright. Final map. Dale looks so filled with despair. Well, an anti-air missile. Oh crap. Punt? Just punted her behind cover and then chucked herself so the other way. I assume this is probably based off a set piece in the actual game. Given the specificity of it rolling up to the United Nations embassy or headquarters or whatever the fuck. Pardon me. Yep. Hellfire Vector Fang 416. A Grey Skullmon. A fucking Digimon reference of all things. Skull Greymon. It'd been rad that was Skull Greymon just in the streets of Manhattan blasting shit. You like that one? "416 knows her Digimon. Unless... Oh... Deer is the specialist engineer that Team 404 use for their whenever they need like repairs or upgrades or all their equipment and shit done. As he's, you know, being a independent contractor sort of guy, he's the only sort of person willing to help a team of rogue T-dolls. And is basically enrolled into the team at this point. He's a guy. Unforgivable. Don't judge, Vector. Fucking harshly judge there, Vector. Goddamn. No terrain destruction. The funny joke is that 416 says that I'm the only one you need to you if you have her as your adjutant. Unironically. Which is perhaps why. Okay, what are we doing? Defeat Vector, defeat Fang, occupy command post. 2 turns. Get amongst it. These guys don't have any flamethrowers. I think these are just shield and armor shitlings. Where would either of you be? Oh, fuck it, spare more, you got them. I'm not going to S-rank this because 2 turns is kind of tight for kill both of them and steal command post, but unless they're all separate objectives actually, in which case I can just hit the command post now. That's probably one of them up in the back there. No, there's some 416. Oh, they had flamethrower kits. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I didn't see them. Whatever. Boop, boop, boop. Beep. Bonk. Oh shit, that's eager. I've been wasted no time. Oh, note the yellow explosive range of that didn't actually hit 416 behind Vector, which is interesting. I honestly just go stomping about it. Let's be real. See if it can get on the Vector's range and Bullier. Perhaps unsurprisingly, poor Sop 2 is absolutely queen of damage in big crowd situations. Yep, there she is. This is probably actually gonna suck. She among that crowd? I don't think so. Oh, there she is. That's still hit. Oh, that spreads. Bonk. And I technically still pull it off in 2 turns. I mean, even this isn't exactly drama in itself either. secret backups of their neural clouds. uh... Deer also sucks at video games. Replica 416 is the toxic video gamer. Jackass. With a wrench. Good job. Well, you made you've made a separate 416 now. She does seem to have a habit of doing that. Jackass got himself locked in the game. And he didn't want to lose his save files. And he's not good enough at the game to beat her. Speaking of, what happened to RFB and MDR? I just made Vector on the fly. Hit, so what? Exactly, so what? Don't even know you. Oh, everyone saw that. Everyone saw it. That's G36C of all people. Shark that can't swim. Oh. She's not even using her gun. She's just bringing a folding chair. That wasn't their plan. One can imagine. Anonymous apology letter. That's Deer's assistant. I forget her name. She's only showed up in like, I think only continuing turbines so far. She might have showed up for like some of 4-4's cutscenes in Easter as well. What losses did we actually take yesterday? And the dolls bet so much that it made up for the finance issues. Bungie Feast End. I kind of like how even the grand drama of the event wasn't even all that dramatic in the end. It was just someone was a jackass, did something stupid, and wasn't good enough at video games to fix it. On the other hand, we now have a second Vector and a second 416 running around. So, Griffin wins again, I guess. So, yeah. Oh, I know your deal, isn't it? I think there's something valuable. It might be as one of the special equipments. I guess we'll find out. Calling people the more correctly. This one is the closest to being like an actual map, basically. Like a simplistic one, but an actual map. Close to what you'd see for the Like the minor events, like the Halloween and Christmas ones, rather than more major detailed events. Now that is a flamethrower guy. He runs around and explodes when he goes down. That's funny. Alright. Hopefully the flamethrower guy doesn't just turn around and run in there. That's fine, because now we have enough ammo to just run over there and deck 416 in the face. Oh, we don't even have gear in this one either, I just noticed. Or at least it's not letting me use it. That's fine. Take out the sentries and we're good. Did we get the thing? No. I do believe that's probably 416's one of 416's special equips, or one of Vector's, or someone has a special equip that's not in the thing. Anyway. Oh, I missed it. There one. You will never be free of the cat. Completely forgot about RFB and MDR's story. Whoops. Oh, that's right, at the start, they got like a server disconnect. So they didn't get into the game because they didn't get into their own game because they got punted off the server. AP ammo nada. Oh. Sticks at 99%. No, they got it. Oh, you know, this popped up after we beat the end, isn't it? They didn't get it. Where's the missing node? There it is. You also have a thing. These are actually pretty good for giving out cores as well. I guess because they have boosted rates in general. Nope, there's a flamethrower guy. Fuck's it. I wasn't gonna use them to fight it anyway, because we're gonna run this team in. I didn't turn on the airstrike fairy. Ah, fuck it, don't matter. Oh, it does actually matter, but... Alright, Vector's in the middle of that crew. We know that much. Bonk. Alright, and that's all the nodes in Bounty Feast. The demo for Xenonauts 2 in the Steam event. Ooh. The game inspired by XCOM. Ooh, I'll have to give that a look in. I basically have to go and fish amongst all of that, which I'm going to do after this. Alright, let's go tot everything up. Alright, oh, hang on, actually what we're gonna do is you two first, because like, what's the extent of your damage? Just actually a bit more than I expected, but that's fine. Nope. And everyone else get in the healing pods. Ooh. Icon, data, battery, memory fragment, core, bit of furniture, just some resources. Oh, 416's gear. Icon or ID card background, whatever. Resources and reports. Right. The only thing left to do is like the EX versions of maps, but I think I'll actually leave that for the day. And maybe it'll be on tomorrow. I might also just wait until I have Agent 416, and then, you know, then do shenanigans, like EX shenanigans at some point when I have that, once I have her and have her suited and booted. But we'll, you know what, yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, I'll do that. But that'll be me for the night then, because I literally can't get her until tomorrow when the token refresh happens and I can get the 30 tokens I need to grab her from the event shop. So yeah, that'll be me. Thank you for coming out and watching, Hammer. Thank you. Anyone else lurking? I don't know how long it'll take me to get 416 and get everyone, like, you know, get her gear and everything sorted and suited. The event runs for like a whole fucking month anyway, so, you know, there's no rush or anything. And once I have all that sorted, we'll tag on for attempts at the EX maps. I already done map 1 on EX, that's fine, so it'll just be maps 2 through whatever, 5 or 6. I don't think the Omega maps, or not Omega, Infinity maps actually have EX, they don't have EX rewards, I don't think they have EX versions at all. That is a separate thing, so it's just the main maps. So yeah, that'll do. I guess that would mean next actual stream is going to be Friday, provided everything's fine on Friday. That will be Final Fantasy 14, Stormblood finishing main story, and then moving on to patch story, whatever. So yeah, thank you for watching, and good night. I'm gonna go fish around the Steam Game Festival now. Bye.